Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard the PA announcer. This is Hank Chesko along with Anthony DeRubis. We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer right now for some introductions. We've got the Upper St. Clair Panthers versus the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. This should be an exciting game tonight. Upper St. Clair comes into the game 9-4 in the section. The Panthers with a 3-3 record in the section. Mount Lebanon comes in 8-4, but with a 5-1 record in the section. 3 of their losses came out of state in the holiday tournaments. That's Tony Apke, not Troy.
He wears number 20. He is Tyler Roth.
Tyler Roth, number 20. Look for him to be crashing the boards.
Number 21, he is Kamesh Anyang. He is a center. He's 6'1".
You're going to enjoy watching Anyang play. He can really sky.
He is Timothy Wright. And at guard, he's 6'1". He's a senior. He wears number 12. He is Luke Hagee.
Luke Hagee may sound familiar to St. Clair fans. He's been a starter on Mount Lebanon for 4 years now, and he's also been a 4-year starter in football. Holds several Whitfield records for yards from scrimmage. Let's see if Mike Worthy gets the start tonight. If you remember the last game in the second quarter, he sprained an ankle and never returned. Was in a plastic cast on the sideline.
He's 5'8". He's a junior. He's number 2. He is Jared Klein.
Well, that looks like there's the answer there. It looks like Klein's going to get the start over Worthy tonight.
Oh, he's a junior. He wears number 21. He is Jordan Grabowski.
Grabowski coming off a great game against last week with 33 points.
He is number 44. He is Joe Senna. He is a guard. He's 5'11". He's a senior. He is number 14. He is Ben Dabbit.
I think a lot of how this game goes tonight will depend on Dabbitt's ability to harass and control Hagee. Hagee can get hot from the outside and kill you.
Assisted by Gavin Williams and Brian Bennett. Your referees tonight are Don D. Francis, Dan Robertson, and Jack Ellis. Good luck, Mount Lebanon, and good luck, St. Clair. Let's play some basketball.
To say that this is a big game for Upper St. Clair would be an understatement. At 3-3 in the section, they are right now on the outside looking into the playoffs. If they can get healthy, if Schwab can get a few more reps, and Worthy can get healthy, they might be able to make a run in the playoffs. But you can't make a run in the playoffs unless you qualify for the playoffs. The last-second loss last week against Bethel and a come-from-behind victory that Peters pulled off, Coach Goga down in Peters 2 weeks ago, those are going to hurt the Panthers and hurt their standings and their ability to qualify for the Whitfield playoffs. Panthers going right to left, white uniforms, red numbers with black trim. Lebo controls the tap. They're in their road navy blue uniforms going left to right. Gold numerals and letters with gold trim. Lebo running an isolation on. Lebo ran an isolation for Hagee. Hagee beat his man off the dribble and got a nice entry pass into number 5, Tony Apke.
Colin Sullivan, his first team coach.
And just like that, Mount Lebanon goes out to a 2-0 lead, early going. Free throw is good. Apke with the three-point play. Lebo with some full court pressure, looking to trap as they get across the timeline or as they get right to the timeline. Klein, more of a true point guard, moved Young over to the shooting guard. Young will usually run the point for the Panthers when Worthy's out there. Panthers content to Move the ball around the perimeter, see what Lebo will give them. High arching shot for Young. Rebound battled for. Looked like it was out off of Mount Lebanon, but the call goes the other way. It'll be Lebo basketball. Just under 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Little indecision getting the ball in from number 20, Tyler Roth. Gets it into the hands of Hagee. There's Dabbitt picking up Hagee. Dabbitt every bit as quick as Hagee, but Hagee with a few extra pounds of muscle left over from football season. Baseline drive, can't get it to go. Sellup cannot handle the ball. It'll stay down here. Blue Devils ball. Roth drove baseline, sort of threw up a prayer when he got near the basket, but when it didn't hit anything, it was a tough ball for Sellup to rebound. Foul on the floor.
His first, Upper St. Clair's second.
Pass inbounds to Anyang. 5-0 St. Clair. Ball out of bounds off of Grabowski. Hagee harassing Grabowski in the backcourt, gets the turnover. Panthers have only taken one shot so far. That was a long three-pointer from Young. Hagee drives, throws up the running one-hander. Rebound comes to Grabowski. He's hacked from behind by Hagee. The BMOC doesn't like the call. Lebo again with the full court pressure. Remember, this is a foul, so Klein cannot move along the baseline. It's a trapping zone. Looking for either the timeline. Three-pointer from Klein is good. They'll look to trap as the ball approaches the timeline, either in the corner as the ball comes over the timeline or along the sideline. (5-3). Panthers down by 2. 5:24 remaining first quarter. Nice three-pointer from Klein, who had 8 points, 7 or 8 points last week against Bethel coming off the bench. Anyang with the three. Long rebound to Hagee. Another three-pointer. It's good. Tyler Roth knocks down a three. Makes the Blue Devil lead 8-3. Almost midway gone here in the first quarter. A lucky pass that kind of just got through, but Young makes them pay. If you're going to go for that steal, you have to get it, because once that steal is missed, someone's going to be open, and Young made them pay for that gambling defense. Anyang with the move, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, can't get that to go. Grabowski looks to drive, kicks it out to Young. Long rebound. Hagee picks it up and throws it almost out of bounds, but Anyang does a nice job of getting over. Oh, a little too much mustard on that pass. Schwab in for Sellup.
Jack Schwab in for the Panthers.
Look for Schwab to put a body on Anyang. Panthers have not been shy about putting up the three-pointers here in the early going. I believe if the Panthers are going to win, they do need to shoot well, and shooting well means draining a few threes and getting that confidence. Shooting threes is all about confidence and finding your stroke and getting some timing early. Nice perimeter passing. Grabowski with the three.
That's a three.
Gives the Panthers their first lead of the night, 9-8. All 3-pointers for the Panthers. Panthers had a couple of stops the last few times down. Anyang and Hagee hooking up out front. That's got to be a walk, and it is a walk. It was a nice dribble drive, but as he tried to plant his pivot foot, it slipped in the zone in the key. That's why he was so wide open. A real nice crowd here tonight. I'd say the parent section on the St. Clair side is maybe 75 to 80% full. Student section probably in that same range of 80 to 85. It is beach night. We have all manner of bathing suits and T-shirts, Hawaiian leis, and sunglasses over in the student section. Looks like it's camo night over in the Mount Lebanon student section. And a good crowd on the Lebo side as well. 9-8 Panther lead by one. Just about 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Grabowski with the three, front rim, can't get it to go. Anyang with the rebound. Davitt harassing him in the backcourt. Pass in, back out for an open shot from the elbow for Tyler Roth. That gives Roth 5, and it gives the Blue Devils a 10-9 lead. 2:36 remaining first quarter. Blue Devils popped out to an 8-2 lead. That looks like he got pushed from behind for the three-pointer. The double came over on Schwab, but Schwab found the open man. If there's two men on him, somebody's got to be open. Makes it 12-10. Another foul on the Panthers, though.
And J.J. Kahn into the lineup for the Panthers.
Kahn and Young in. Grabowski will catch a breath, as will Davitt, with 2:16 remaining. I'm guessing at this point, if we haven't seen Worthy yet, that ankle is still giving him some trouble, and we probably won't see him tonight. It's number one, Chris Bendel, along with Anyang, Hagee, Tyler Roth, and Apke. Tyler Roth tries to drive. That'll be a three from Hagee. It's good.
Hagee, that's a three.
Back and forth with the threes, 13-12. Lebo regains the lead on the Hagee three-pointer. Young with the three. Front rim. Kahn tries to get the ball. Quick outlet pass. That's going to be a foul on number 5, Apke. A quick outlet pass found Apke breaking to the basket. He couldn't get the layup to go. Looks like a little bit of contact on the lay-in, but then in frustration, Apke came back and tried to get the ball back and smacked Kahn in the cranium, as Myron Cope might say. Panthers looking to cut into the 1-point lead. Old school play from Kahn, hitting off of Hagee's foot. You don't see that very often on an inbounds play. Nice rejection by Duffy on Anyang. Big lineup in here for the Panthers with Duffy, Kahn, and Schwab. I think they're going to tee up Anyang. He didn't like the fact that he was he's pleading his case to Coach David. Coach Joe David looking for an explanation from the ref. And that was about a minute after the Schwab rejection, but you could tell that Anyang wasn't happy having the stockier Schwab reject him in such a violent fashion. Young will go to the line to shoot the technicals. Way off the mark for Young. Second is also no good.
Ben Dabbitt back in for the Panthers.
Klein goes to the bench and Dabbitt's in. We've got Dabbitt, Duffy, Kahn, Schwab, and Young. Over on the other side, we've got Chris Bendel, Hagee, Tyler Roth, Anyang, and number 5 looks like Apke. Ball deflected by Anyang. A little bit of contact. Good no call there. They bumped shoulders. Dabbitt picked up in the corner by the long and lean Anyang. Three-pointer from Dabbitt is good.
Dabbitt and 3 assisted by Kahn.
That's 5 threes. The Panthers are scoring nothing but threes. That's 5 threes for 15-13, 2-point Panther lead. Just under 1 minute remaining first quarter. Very entertaining back and forth game after Lebo jumped out to a 6 or 7 point lead. Panthers are racking up some fouls. That's 2 on Dabbitt and 2 on Grabowski. Panthers can't afford to have their guards and three-point shooters sitting on the bench. Coughlin in, harassing Hagee. Anyang looks to drive. Duffy will have none of it. Nice interior passing, but they kick it back out to Hagee. Front rim. Over the back by Apke. Apke's got some long arms and he can jump, but Schwab had his body between Apke and the basketball. Number 15, Tim White back in.
Timothy White checks back in for the Blue Devils.
Now White is a surprisingly big guy. He's standing next to Schwab, and he's every bit as tall, if not a little taller than Schwab. I didn't notice in the opening introductions that they had somebody quite, they had two big guys, both him and Anyang. Inside foul from behind on Hagee. It's the first non-3-point basket by the Panthers. Makes the score 17-13 with Duffy going to the free throw line, looking to extend it to 5. Still haven't seen whether the foul's on Anyang or if it's on Hagee. It'll be the second on either player because Anyang has a technical, and that's his second. Free throw is good. They're calling it off. A lane violation on St. Clair.
It's a lane violation. The foul shot is no good.
Now, that stinks, as my wife might say. 17-13. Panthers with their biggest lead of the night, courtesy of the jumper by Duffy. Coughlin with some tough defense on Hagee. And again, as they've done all season, the Panthers with good guard play, they'll put a different defender. Three-pointer at the buzzer. Hagee can't get it to go. Well, there's the end of the first quarter. That's 17-13. Let's do a recap. We'll do a quick recap of the scores, and we'll watch it. We'll give you a little treat with the cheerleaders at this quarter while I'm recapping the scores. For the Panthers, Young had a 3. Dabbitt had a 3. Grabowski had a 3. Klein had a couple of threes for 15, and Duffy had a 2 right near the end there when he was fouled. Couldn't get the three-point play to make it 17. Over on the other side of the ledger, Tyler Roth with a bucket and a 3 for 5. Hagee with a 3. Apke with a deuce and a free throw for 3 total for him. And Anyang with a deuce to make it 13. So 17-13, very entertaining game here. Again, Mount Lebanon with a little bit much better conference record at 5-1. Their only conference loss was to Char Valley, another very, very strong team in Section 4. Their other loss in the state was to a top-ranked Whitfield school from the North Hills, North Allegheny, who also has a very, very good basketball team this year.
We'll start the second period with possession.
Possession error goes to St. Clair. We have Klein back in Coughlin, Sellup, Young, and Grabowski. Over on the other side, we have Tyler Roth, Timothy White, Anyang, number 1 Brent Bendel, and 12 Hagee. Panthers. Now here's a bit. There's got to be a mismatch inside somewhere if Anyang's up at the top of the key. Grabowski kicks it over to Klein. Nice perimeter work. Looks like the Blue Devils are going to allow St. Clair to take the threes. Jumper from just inside the arc. Grabowski got a little impatient. Anyang going coast to coast. Pulls up from the elbow. It's good. That's his 3rd and 4th points. Pulls the Blue Devils within 2. Klein with a 3 is good.
9-4-3.
That's the 3rd 3 by Klein. Takes the Panthers back out to a 20-15 lead. Wow, look for them to work the ball inside to White. White's got at least 4 or 5 inches on Sellup. He's a big guy. Hagee backs in, picks up the foul on Coughlin.
Hagee will shoot 2.
That foul stops the clock at 6:42 remaining, 2nd quarter. Panthers with a 5-point lead. Hagee will be shooting 2. First is good. Makes the score 20-16. Panthers by 4. Second is the front rim. Tim White crashing the boards on what looked like it had to have been a lane violation, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Tim White will shoot 2 off the rebound.
Not sure how he got there quite that quick, but he certainly did.
Foul Sellup, his 2nd.
First is good from White. It's his first point of the night. Cuts the lead to 3, 20-17. Second hits the back rim. Schwaba controls it this time, but some backcourt pressure from number 1, Bendel. But the ball is going to be out of bounds off of Mount Lebanon. Again, going to that zone trap. The long pass. It looked like Hagee hit it, but they're saying that Grabowski tipped it after Hagee hit it. So just like that, that Panther 5-point lead has a chance to disappear. With the Panthers not even getting a shot off. 2 trips to the free throw line, and then the long pass turnover. Coach Holzer doesn't like the way Hagee is using his front forearm to create some separation between himself and his defender. 3-pointer from Tyler Roth is good.
Tyler Roth, 4-3 for the Blue Devils.
That's 8 points, leading scorer for the Blue Devils, and he ties it up. 20-20, just under 6 minutes remaining. That half-court pressure at zone press, giving the Panthers some trouble. Grabowski comes right back with a 3. That's 7 threes for the Panthers if you're counting. From the elbow by Anyang. Long rebound controlled by Grabowski. Looking to lead to the Panther 3-point lead. Oh, a little miscommunication there between Grabowski and Coughlin. Grabowski, cardinal sin, left his feet before he passed the ball. You don't want to do that. Nothing good happens when you leave your feet before you pass the ball, and there was a good example of it. Panther lead remains 3, 5:34 remaining, 2nd quarter. First half of a very entertaining Section 4 match between the Blue Devils of Mount Lebanon and your Upper St. Clair Panthers. A 3 from Tyler Roth. That's his 3rd 3. Gives him 11. Panthers having a little trouble with that press. Again, it's a trapping press. You know it's there. It's deceptively effective because they use the men up front to funnel the dribbler to the sideline. And once he gets to the sideline and over half court, then you've got him right where you want him. Now that kind of a that kind of a press isn't going to work every time. But if you watch, it's that front man who funnels the players in one direction or another. Three-pointer from Duffy. That was Kahn, excuse me. Foul on the rebound. I think it's going to be against Schwab.
Fouls on Jack Schwab.
Number 4, Jake Shore in for Hagee.
7 on Lebanon will shoot 1-1.
And that foul puts Lebo into the bonus situation, and we'll have Tim White shooting the front end of a 1-1. On the floor for the Panthers, we've got Duffy, Coughlin, Young, Schwab, and Klein.
White gets the bonus.
First is good by White. Gives the lead back to the Blue Devils. St. Clair had gone out to a 5-point lead, 25-20. Or 23-18, excuse me. I guess it was 20-15 was their 5-point lead. And now the Blue Devils have gone on a 9-3 spurt to take the lead. Another turnover, miscommunication, bounce pass that Young couldn't handle from Grabowski. Coughlin back in for Grabowski, along with Klein, Young, Duffy, and Schwab. Tyler Roth, he have the 3 threes. Bendel in the backcourt, being picked up by Klein. Coughlin had a notion to jump the pass to Shore. Shore in, giving Hagee a little breath. Three-pointer from Anyang. Panthers control the rebound. Young had a notion. In a game like this, when that press is effective, a stop on the St. Clair side is almost as important to keep Mount Lebanon out of the press as it is the fact that they didn't score a point. You won't see them go into that zone press off of a miss, but you will see them go into it off of every basket they score. So if you can keep them off the scoreboard, that's a double benefit. Panthers content to choose some time right here. White coming out on Young. Forced him to give up his dribble. Inside to Schwab. Schwab uses his body.
Assisted by Duffy.
That's Schwab's first basket. Used his posterior to seal off the man, then went up strong. Couple of substitutions on both sides. Hagee is in along with number 11, Justin David, coach's son, along with Tyler Roth, Tim White, and Anyang. Over on the other side, we have Coughlin, Klein, Duffy, Kahn, and Grabowski. Nice interior pass and cut by Hagee. Hagee couldn't get the runner to go to the layup in the paint. Panthers with a 1-point lead, 25-24. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. If you're just joining us, the Panthers have 7 threes so far tonight to go with 1 regular basket and a free throw. Actually, 2 regular baskets, excuse me, and no free throws. Can the Panthers keep up this torrid? Nice pick set by Duffy out front. White tried to get a call. Anyang looked for showtime. I don't know, they call the foul on Klein. I didn't see where Klein touched him. Again, a lazy pass out to the back out to the perimeter by the Panthers. Anyang has 6. This will be his first attempt at the free throw line tonight. And it's good.
Anyang completes the three-point play.
Gives Anyang 7, and the Blue Devils a 2-point lead, 27-25. 2:25 remaining, second quarter. When the Panthers have committed turnovers, the Blue Devils have made them pay, either off that zone press or their half-guard offense. White picking up Coughlin. That's got to be considered a mismatch for somebody. Grabowski drives and kicks it back out to Kahn. And a couple of the St. Clair passes have been a little bit suspect tonight. Klein's feeling it. Can't get it to go. Nice deflection by Grabowski. Stopped the fast break, but Anyang was able to regain control. Pick and roll. Two-man play with Roth and White. White couldn't get to Roth's pass, probably because someone grabbed him.
Foul on J.J. Kahn. White will shoot 1-1.
Still in a 1-1. We've got Schwab and Young coming back in, along with Chris Bendel for the Blue Devils. He misses the front end of that 1-1. Makes him 3 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. Panthers looking to cut into that 2-point Mount Lebanon lead. Panthers have not gotten inside very often tonight. Schwab has one bucket where they work the ball inside, but it was when White came out. Duffy can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, goes up left-handed, can't get that to go either. Nice hustle play by Duffy. If he had turned around, he might have gotten that ball. Timeout, Joey David. Timeout, Mount Lebanon with 1 minute remaining here in the first half. That's a full timeout, so we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back for the last minute of the first half. Welcome back for the last minute of the second quarter here. Mount Lebanon ball nursing a 2-point lead, looking to extend it. Number 11, Justin David will be putting the ball in. He's joined by Anyang, Hagee, Tim White, and Tyler Roth. Panthers match up with Duffy, Schwaba, Derek Young, Coughlin, and Grabowski. Coach David calling a timeout with 1 minute remaining to set his strategy for the rest of the first half. Lebo looks content to run some clock. Anyang with a head fake, crossover, and a nice dribble drive. He plays very tall and very long, and he's got nice ball skills. Gives the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils a 4-point lead, 29-25. They're on a 14-5 run here since the score was 20-15. St. Clair. Grabowski gets the crossover, but Hagee comes over and blocks it as the clock runs out. 29-25. We'll recap. We're going to take a short break. We'll recap the scoring at the beginning of the second half. Go get yourself a cold drink. We'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hank Chesko, joined on the camera tonight by Anthony DeBarius. For St. Clair is down by 4, 29-25. Recapping the scores real quick. 3 points for Apke, 4 for Hagee. White has 2 from the free throw line. 11 for Roth, and 9 for Anyang. Over on the other side, Young has 3, David has 3, Grabowski has 6, Schwaba has a bucket, Klein with 3 threes, and Duffy with 2. Story has been St. Clair's shooting from the 3-point range. They've got 7. In that second half, they kind of went into a funk, had a few turnovers, couldn't make a jumper, and Anyang with the jumper. He can't get it to go, but I think we're going to see Apke over the back one more time.
Foul is on Troy Apke. That is Troy's third personal, Mount Lebanon's first of the second half.
Panthers down by 4, 29-25, their first possession of the second half. We've got Young, Grabowski, Dabbit, Klein, and Sellup, the original starting lineup. Over on the other side, we've got Hagee, Anyang, Tim White, Tyler Roth, and Apke. Dabbit drives, has the ball knocked away. Hagee tries to go coast to coast, but Dabbit comes from behind. Grabowski kicks it back out to Klein for a wide open three. Rims out. Selp with the nice rebound. Selp a little undersized with the two 6'6", 6'7" string beans that they have in there for Mount Lebanon. Oh, he uses his body nicely.
Sellup for 2 for the Panthers.
Good no call. Anyang tries to go baseline. Tries to kick it back out. And here comes Young with the left-hander. Oh, but Sellup, Klein and Sellup got the rebound, then kicked it back out to Young for a three. Little racehorse basketball here right now.
Anyang for the Blue Devils.
Anyang in double figures with 11 takes the Blue Devil lead back out to 4, 31-27. Grabowski trying to settle things down in St. Clair's half-court offense. Tries a spin move on Anyang, dribbles it off his foot. Apke with the drive, and it's good.
Apke for the Blue Devils.
Points 4 and 5 for Apke. Takes the lead out to 6. It's the biggest lead for Mount Lebanon since the early going. Very early in the first quarter, they had a 6-point lead. Panthers looking to regain some of that three-point magic that got them back into the game earlier. Selp tries to work inside in a drop step. Tried to do a little drop step on Anyang, but Anyang was there. Grabowski's three won't go. Anyang rebound. Stolen by Dabbit. And a reverse layup. Dabbit can't get it to go. Anyang takes a tumble. Doesn't like the contact. Anyang looking to go one-on-one against Klein. Pulls up the three. Looked like it hit the, that really shouldn't be a basket. It was a three. It hit the cable support on the rim. You can see it bouncing. You can see it jumping around. Really shouldn't have been a basket, but it is, and that gives Mount Lebanon an 8-point lead. This will be a full timeout for St. Clair. So we're going to keep an eye on the scoreboard, and we're going to take a short break here while the long timeout is run. All right, welcome back. Both teams are back on the court after that long timeout for St. Clair. We've got Hagee, Apke, Tyler Roth, Tim White, and Anyang for the Blue Devils. Over on the other side, we've got Klein and Young. Young will be putting the ball in front of the scorer's table, along with Schwaba, Grabowski, and Dabbit. Before we took that short break, before that timeout, Anyang got a shooter's touch and had a long three that went off the back rim, hit the cable supporting the basket, and then went in. And in this reporter's opinion, that should have been out of bounds ball St. Clair. It should not have been a basket. You can run the replay at home on DVR. See if I'm correct. Seem to have a delay of some sort as we're coming back to action. The ref is sending both teams back to the bench for no apparent reason. Coach Holzer isn't too happy. I don't know, unless, of course, Mount Lebanon took a back-to-back timeout, which I guess you can do. It's not clear why you would do that at this point in the game. Coming up later this week, it's Tuesday. This game is being taped on Tuesday. Later this week, Friday night, Friday the 20th, St. Clair will be playing at home against Char Valley. And then the following Friday, St. Clair will be home against Moon on the 27th. A couple of upcoming dates. Mark your calendar, come on out, and for $5 you can see some entertaining basketball. And it looks like we might be ready to go now. Not sure what that additional delay was for. Hagee applying token pressure in the backcourt, or on the inbounds pass. Anyang coming out front. You know, what he does, you know, he's quick enough to play, and that'll be and one. Big play for the senior right there. Nice drive. Anyang was out overplaying him. He beat Anyang off the dribble. I was going to say, if Anyang is quick enough to play out front, that really makes it very difficult for the St. Clair three-point shooters to get open shots with the big wingspan that Anyang has. That free throw and the three-point play give Dabbitt 6 for the evening and pull the Panthers back to 6, 36-30. 4:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Anyang looking to go one-on-one against Grabowski. Pull-up jumper is good.
Anyang for the Blue Devils.
That's 16 points for Anyang. Takes the Blue Devil lead back out to 8. Grabowski attempted to give Hagee a head fake, but quick hands of Hagee knocked the ball out of Grabowski's hands and out of bounds. Remains St. Clair possession. Dabbitt tries to sneak one into Schwaba when White wasn't looking, but White was in fact looking and deflected the ball out of bounds. Pressure in the backcourt from St. Clair. They need a turnover. Dabbitt slapped the ball from behind on Hagee. He did that once a few possessions ago when Hagee was darting down court. And we did get the turnover, but not that time. A long three-pointer from Anyang. Can't get it to go. Young man's not afraid to shoot. Not sure that long three-pointer with an 8-point lead is what Coach David wanted at this juncture of the game. Panthers looking to make a three. Working the ball around the perimeter, trying to get an open three. They have not worked the ball inside very often. Again, they're at a bit of a height disadvantage with Anyang and White clogging up the middle. Lebo playing solid defense as St. Clair tries to work the ball around for an open jumper. Little ticky-tack foul there.
Foul on Tyler Roth. That is Tyler's first. Mount Lebanon's third team foul.
Just a modicum of contact on that one. But the ref saw Selup's shoulders sort of turn as he was dribbling past Tyler Roth and called the foul immediately. Although arguably there was very little contact. Grabowski from the top of the key is good.
Grabowski, that's a three.
It's the 8th three for the Panthers, 3 for Grabowski. Cuts the lead to 5. Some rock'em sock'em defense by Selup on Tyler Roth. You're not going to see well, I was just about to say, you don't see Anyang pass the ball very often. He did that time, and I think it caught Tim White off guard. Anyang made the nice penetration and had a little bit of mustard on that pass. White was as surprised as I. Couple of substitutions there. We've got Young in for Klein and Duffy in as well to go with Grabowski, Dabbit, and Celeb.
Christopher Bendel checks in for the
Bendel comes in for White. Yang tries to go up with the jumper. Nice deflection by Duffy, but nicer hustle by Bendel to get the ball back for the Blue Devils. Three-pointer is good.
And 4-2.
Is that a 2 or a 3? I saw one ref put 3
That was
up.
a 3.
It was a 3. Takes the lead back to 8. It's a second 3 for Anyang. Three-pointer from Young. Cuts the lead to 5. 1 minute remaining, third quarter. Anyang leading all scorers with 19. Nice backdoor cut. Celeb tries to draw the offensive, but Anyang dumps it off to Apke. A lot of contact for no call. Whether it was an offensive or a blocking foul on Celeb, I'm not sure, but a lot of contact. A long 3 for Young is good.
Young, that's a 3.
It's 11 threes for St. Clair. 3 each from Young, Grabowski, and Klein. Jumper. So that last bucket pulled the Panthers back within 4. 43-39. That's exactly where we were at halftime. The Blue Devils had a 4-point lead at halftime, 29-25, and both teams were even with 14 points each here in the third quarter. Quick recap of the scoring: 19 points for Anyang, 11 for Tyler Roth, a couple of free throws for White, three buckets and a free throw for Apke, and then Luke Hagee has a 3 and a free throw for 4. Look for Hagee to make his mark on the game. He's been pretty quiet, hasn't been shooting too much. It's tough to get a shot in edgewise with Anyang. Over on the other side, Young with 3 threes for 9, Dabbit with 6, Celeb with 2, Grabowski with 3 threes for 9, Klein with 3 threes for 9, Schwabel with a bucket underneath, and Duffy with a bucket underneath. Again, the Panthers are living on the three-point shot this game. They've got 11 threes so far. The threes make up 33 of their 39 points. 3 baskets.
Upper St. Clair has possession.
We've got Dabbit, Klein, Young, Grabowski, and Schwaba. Same lineup that finished the quarter for Mount Lebanon, with Bendel off the bench. Schwaba with a nice drive, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Grabowski for a 3. Rebound Apke. Here come the Blue Devils. Tyler Roth, who had a quick spurt in the first quarter, in the first half, has been quiet for a while. Crossover from Anyang, off balance is good.
Anyang, 4-2.
Not what you would call a high percentage shot, but they don't ask how, they ask how many. Young's three-pointer can't go. Schwaba fights for the rebound. Nice hustle play by Dabbit. He saved the ball, and then it went off of Bendel's foot. Panthers retained possession. That last jumper gave Anyang 23. Is there a substitution or is there not a substitution? We've got Apke in for Bendel.
For Mount Lebanon.
You know the Panthers are looking for a three. And they get it from Grabowski.
Grabowski for three.
45-42, 12 threes for the Panthers tonight. Two-pointer is good. Foul in the backcourt on Dabbitt. Again, that frustration foul after a missed shot. It'll be Mount Lebanon ball. 6:14 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils with a 5-point lead. Again, if you're just joining, usual starter and senior Mike Worthy nursing an ankle injury from last Tuesday. Happened to get in the Bethel Park game. He's not in a cast, but he's not playing either. Jumper from Roth. Rebound Apke. The Blue Devils get another possession. Looking to stretch their 5-point lead. Content to be patient right now. Oh, tough pass. And Hagee's able to control it and gets the jumper. Gives Hagee 8 points. 49-42, 7-point Panther lead.
The winning ticket on the 50-50 is 772-905. That's 772-905. Please come over to the announcer's table to claim your winnings.
Again, upcoming games for the Panthers. This Friday, the 20th, we'll have Char Valley here at home. They're on the road next Tuesday against Cannon Mac. And then next Friday, the 27th, they'll be home against Moon. I'll be off this Friday. I won't be doing the game, but some students will be taking my place. Shane McMurtry among them. And then on the 27th, that'll also be a student game. It'll be the game where the students bring in several cameras and film the game as part of their classwork, and they submit that film into a competition. So again, good luck to my younger counterparts as they try to fill these old shoes here as the voice of the Panthers. All right, back onto the court for the Blue Devils. We've got Roth, Apke, Hagee, White, and Anyang. I don't know that Roth has come out of the game very much, and Hagee's only been out for a short period of time. Coach David doing far less substitutions than Coach Holzer. Klein, Dabbitt, Duffy, Sellup, and Grabowski. Panthers need to cut into this 7-point lead. Grabowski goes baseline. White comes over to help out. Ball hung on the rim there for half a second, but didn't quite have enough momentum to carry through. Only this Panthers' second trip to the free throw line. First is good. That makes the score 49-43, 5:14 remaining. Trying to get Coughlin into the game for Dabbitt on this next defensive possession. Bendel trying to come in for Mount Lebanon. Cuts the lead to 5.
Christopher Bendel back in for the Blue Devils.
Bendel picked up by Duffy. You don't usually see Duffy picking anybody up in the back court. He's usually stationed closer to the paint. Not sure I like that matchup. Having Duffy pick up a point guard. And you've got Klein on Tyler Roth. All right, Duffy's on Anyang now. foul away from the basket. Coughlin was denying access to the ball on fouling number 1, Bendel.
Team second.
It's only the Panthers' second foul of the half with 4:46 remaining in the third quarter. Apke sets a nice pick on Klein, but Bendel couldn't do anything with it. Coughlin harassing Anyang, 35 feet from the basket. Fans getting a little impatient. Again, with a 5-point lead, 4 minutes remaining, Mount Lebanon does not have to shoot again. Ball deflected by Coughlin, saved by Anyang. Nice crossover dribble, nice no-look pass. But Duffy comes over and rejects the baseline layup from Bendel. Bendel goes to his knees, calls timeout to retain possession. Wisely knew that he couldn't stand up.
That is a 30-second timeout.
If he tried to stand up on that play, it would have been a traveling violation. So again, nice heads-up play by the scrappy Bendel, who is in off the bench, in from the bench. I think he's in for Apke right now. Just a 30-second timeout. Let's do a quick reset on the game. Mount Lebanon with 14 fouls. It'll be at least a few more before St. Clair will be getting the bonus situation. St. Clair only committing two fouls, so they need 5. Again, that's one of those double-edged swords. It's nice not to commit fouls, but when you're behind, as they are in this game, you can't foul and hope for a miss. You've got to foul 4 or 5 times before you can start sending them to the free throw line, and with the hopes of them missing the front end of their 1-and-1s. So you might see Panthers get a little aggressive here. Apke, he's just a little too tall and a little too long for anybody on St. Clair.
Anyang with 21 points.
Actually, he has more than 21.
Grabowski for 2.
He has 23 points. The scorer is wrong. That 2-pointer pulled the Panthers back to 5, 51-46. 16 points for Grabowski with that last basket. Nagy just threw up a prayer over his back, but got his own rebound, a la Kobe Bryant. And he'll go to the line. He got hacked from behind.
Foul is on Sella, his third.
First rattles around and through for Hagee.
Dammit, Schwaba, and Young check back in for the Panthers.
Gives Hagee 9 points. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
White in for the Blue Devils.
Lebo with their starting lineup of Apke, Roth, White, Anyang, and Hagee. Second one rattles out. Lead stays at 6, 52-46, just under 3 minutes remaining. 3-pointer for Young. That one will bring rain.
Young for 3, timeout Upper St. Clair.
That was a high arcing shot.
That's a 30-second timeout.
That one will bring rain, but Young got it to go down. Cuts the Blue Devil lead to 52-49. Looking at the score real quickly. That's 12 for Young. David has 6, 16 for Grabowski, a couple for Selp, a couple for Schwab, a couple for Duffy, and 3 threes for Klein. In total, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 threes for the Panthers. Again, living by the 3 or dying by the 3. Sort of knew that coming in, being a little outsized with that bigger front line of the Blue Devils. Panthers had to get the 3-point shots working tonight if they were going to have any chance of staying in this game. Panthers in some full court pressure. We've got Klein, Coughlin, Young, Grabowski, and Duffy. Look for Coughlin to try to disrupt things and go for a steal on whoever's dribbling the ball. Young tries to do a double team with Coughlin. But again, I think St. Clair is trying to foul. Again, Panthers want to get in. They have to foul to get to the point where they can try to get the 1-on-1 situation going and send Mount Lebanon to the line. So while those fouls looked a little ugly, they were probably about as intentional as you can get without being called for an intentional foul. Again, that double-edged sword of not committing enough fouls when you're behind in the game. Score remains 52-49. Panthers doubling the ball up. Coughlin with the foul. Again, I think Holzer has them being ultra aggressive, knowing they have to get the team fouls up to 7. So you take a chance. Dabbitt tries to jump the pass, but can't. Almost a little wrestling match with. That'll be on Klein grabbing Hagee. That'll be the 6th foul.
Foul on Joel Klein, his first Upper St. Clair's 6th team foul.
Hagee putting the ball in underneath his own basket. Bendel, the lone substitute, in right now for the Blue Devils. Question becomes, who do you want to send to the free throw line? I don't have the numbers, but I think I'd want Bendel to go to the line. Anyang with a little crossovers trying to break down Klein. He's just a little too big, a little too quick for anybody on the Panther team. Young with a nice dribble drive. Points 13 and 14 for Young, and he'll be going to the line. Again, the Panthers down by 3 right now. The two technical free throws that were missed early in the game coming back to haunt the Panthers. Klein in for Duffy. Rattles out. Rebound controlled by Tyler Roth. 3-point lead, 1:33 remaining. Look for the Panthers to foul, try to send Mount Lebanon to the line before they can take too much time off the clock. Again, nice crossover. Again, pull-up jumper. It's long. Rebound controlled by St. Clair. I don't think Coach David wanted that jumper. And another timeout.
St. Clair. Jordan Grabowski checks back in for the Panthers.
We'll do another recap of the score while we have a few seconds here. Apke has 7 for the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Luke Hagee has 9. Tim White has a couple of free throws. Tyler Roth has 11. He had 11 in the first half of the first quarter, or the first half, and has been held in check here in the second half. Anyang, give me a calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 baskets is 18. 2 threes is 24, and a free throw 25. Anyang leading all scorers with 25. He's done it from the inside. He's done it from the outside. Nice all-around player. I think he's got some Division I prospects probably looking at him. Young with 14, missed that last free throw. He's 0 for 3 from the line. Dabbitt with 6, Selb with 2, Grabowski 16, Schwab with 2, Klein 9, Duffy with 2. And Panthers down by 3 with just about a minute to go. Hagee's picking up Klein. Grabowski double teamed in the corner, and he was trapped, and there's a foul. Not much contact on that one, but the Zebras are keeping a very, very tight leash on this game lest the contact gets out of control. That's the 6th team foul. Panthers will be going to the line on the next one. Schwab breaks to the ball, gives it right back to Young. Young has a 3, front rim, short. Bendel can't get it to go, but Anyang is there for the follow-up. Make that 27 for Anyang. Takes the lead back to 5 with 40 seconds remaining. 3-pointer from Grabowski is good. 56-54. Another game going down to the wire here for the Panthers. If you remember last week, they were in the exact opposite position where they had the lead with less than a minute to go and allowed Bethel Park to score 5 points in the last 4 seconds to manage to lose that game by 2. Let's see if they can get a reversal of fortune here. Both teams with 6 fouls. So any foul on the floor will be a 1-and-1. Obviously, if it's in the act of shooting, there'll be 2. But both teams will go to the line for certain on the next foul. Free throws again. Panthers missed a couple of technicals early on in this game, which if we had those in our back pocket, it'd be a tie game right now. Again, a well-played game here in Section 4. St. Clair giving the higher-ranked and higher-rated Blue Devils all they can handle with some very, very hot three-point shooting. Thirteen threes for the Panthers and not a lot of points in the paint. We have Chris Bendel along with Tim White, Hagee, Tyler Roth, and Anyang. Kahn, Grabowski, Dabbitt, Klein, and Coughlin for the Panthers. Panthers have to foul. They got to go out and try to foul. That'll be 5 on Coughlin.
Christian Bendel will shoot 1-and-1. That foul is on Pete Coughlin. That is Pete's 5th personal foul.
Bendel's first trip to the free throw line tonight.
For a 1-and-1.
He has no points to show for his efforts tonight, although he's had a lot of minutes off the bench here in the second half. Again, Mount Lebanon nursing a 2-point lead, 56-54 with 25 seconds remaining. Obviously, the Panthers would like to see him miss the front end so they can get possession with only a 2-point deficit. On the other hand, if he makes the front one and misses the second, that still leaves it as a 1-possession game. What we don't want to see is we don't want to see Bendel make both to make it a 2-possession game. Schwab joins Kahn, Dabbitt, Klein, and Young. Not sure why you don't get Grabowski into the game at this point. First is good. Big sigh of relief from Chris Bendel. This is the big one, whether it's a one possession or two possession game here for the Panthers. Holder arguing about trying to get Grabowski back into the game.
Grabowski in for the Panthers.
A lot of crowd noise here. Let's see if Bendel can make the second. Long rebound, but it's out of bounds off of White. White wanted a little push on Schwab. Now here's the situation. If you're Mount Lebanon, do you foul sending St. Clair to the free throw line and not let them take a three-pointer? They've made 13 three-pointers tonight. The 14th will tie the game up. Panthers break the zone press. Three-pointer from Klein. He can't get it to go. Rebound comes out to Grabowski. And again, and there they commit the foul. Again, I think that's a smart play by Hagee, whether he touched him or not, but he sends him to the free throw line. St. Clair cannot take a three-point basket.
1-1. That foul is on Luke Hagee.
Again, I think that foul works to the benefit of Mount Lebanon because it keeps St. Clair from taking a three-point shot. It's 1-1. The best that Grabowski can do is pull the Panthers within one. First is good.
Grabowski converts the first and will shoot the second.
20 points for Grabowski. He's 3 of 3 from the line. Do you miss this intentionally and try to get the rebound? If he makes it, expect St. Clair to put pressure in the backcourt. Rattles in, is good.
Grabowski converts both sides. Derek Young in.
Young is in. That'll be a timeout for the Blue Devils. Yeah, we're going to do one more recap of the scoring. There's 11.1 seconds remaining. Panthers are down by one, 57-56. Bendel made one free throw on his last trip, but that was enough to give. That's the difference in the game right now, 57-56. Apke with 7, Hagee with 9, White with 2, but a lot of key rebounds. Tyler Roth with 11, and Anyang with 27. Over on the other side, nice game for Young with 4 threes in a basket for 14. Dabba with 6, Selp with 2, Grabowski with 21. Just made that second free throw. We go 4 for 4. 9, Klein had 9. 9 for Klein, that rhymes. Schwab with a bucket and Duffy with a bucket. That gets us to 57-56. Both teams are in the bonus. Possession arrow belongs to Mount Lebanon. So St. Clair needs a clean steal. If the ball comes in, look for St. Clair to foul immediately. Send Mount Lebanon back to the free throw line. Wes Burdett taking his sweatshirt off. I'm not sure where they're putting Wes in. He hasn't been in the game at all tonight. They're trying to bring him in. Are they going to put him on? They're putting him on the. Putting him on Anyang. Wes gives Anyang a little push in the back, and Anyang looks like Wes had cooties. And again, as we expected, St. Clair fouls immediately. Look for Burdett to go back to the bench after his defensive contribution.
That foul is on Joe Klein. Tim White's expected for the Blue Devils.
Now,
Young in for the Panthers.
even if Roth makes both of them, it'll still be a one-possession game. We've got Schwaba, Grabowski, Dabbitt, Klein, and Young in for the Panthers. Anyang, Roth, Hagee, White, and Bendel. Panthers control the rebound, down by 1 point. 7 seconds remaining. Grabowski dribbles. He's going to go to the basket. Pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Anyang with the rebound. And that'll be the game. Quite an exciting game. Mount Lebanon players, Mount Lebanon students are on the floor. That's 57-56. Another heartbreaker. Grabowski had a good look. Couldn't get the jumper to go. And Panthers dropped to 3-4 in the conference. This is Hank Chesko and with Anthony DeBreezy saying so long and thank you. Come on out next Friday, or this coming Friday to see Char Valley play your Panthers.